This is anthrocon. Shit starts on time.
I guess so. Jesus
Shit starts
Christ.
on time.
And we do the little lead-in because it's cute now.
On the main stage.
I guess so. Oh, I can hear things, so I'm going to turn that off. I can hear things.
You can see my thing.
No. Settle down. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dragon Show, which is no camera. This is awesome. Oh, I get it.
You're in the wrong one, I think.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
it.
That's the
we got a
Shit,
Boozy
my pants
now.
aren't zipped.
What the fuck?
You may have been able to see my thing. My pants weren't zipped.
Hello, welcome to the Not Dragon Show. That's Dragon Affair Together. I am Zanny, and this is Alkali.
I'm not here.
And we're here with Boozy in a box, like Superman.
Hi, welcome to since we're doing intros. Hi, welcome to Boozy Stream.
This is Boozy's stream as well, yes.
Come to my stream.
This is twitch.tv Boozy Badger.
For everyone who is as old or as bad as computers as I am, open both windows. Give everyone numbers. Number go up.
Number go up.
That's a video game.
Let us know if anything's weird.
If you like the shit we do, we should be pimping things. If you're on my stream, you can go to boozybadger.com and slide tip to the bank account. You can go to lawyersandliquor.com/store and buy Disappointing Comedy, an album I have out there electronically. You can subscribe to Boozy Badger on twitch.tv or go over there and toss bits in my face. Or you can go to patreon.com/lawyersandliquor. And if you like these two goofs,
Nothing.
you gotta pimp your own stuff. I don't know any of their sites.
This is usually your thing.
Sorry, Boozy, I had to adjust your volume. It got all fucked up as you were promoting yourself. I'm so sorry. So
it's okay. No, I understand. You hit mute when I started.
I know, it was like right now. I was like, oh fuck, and then fuck.
By the way, if you see
Get all
this,
Boozy
that means
stuff.
Somebody just subscribed to my stream.
You are still kind of
Test
quiet. Can we turn him up anyway? I don't think we can. Wait, I have an idea. I have genius ideas. Maybe.
Are you trying to find the volume here?
Uh-huh.
Right click, yeah.
I got him. I found it.
We found the
I'm a
problem.
I did.
Like you all are redlining, but you have alkali there,
turn
so.
down.
Got it.
Fuck. Jesus
There are
Christ.
so many ways to control volume. Why?
Boozy, talk for me, please.
Hello, Zanny.
Jesus fucking Christ. Fuck. Hold
I'm
on.
working on it.
Oh, solo mio.
Ah! Okay, sorry. Do it again.
Okay.
There's no cock like horse cock.
I think I got it. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Okay.
God, Jesus Christ.
If you liked that running train wreck on fire with manure in it so you know there's going to be a Michael Bay style explosion eventually, find us on YouTube and Twitch under Dragon Show.
And Lions Annie. I can't remember. Both Dragon Show. Yes.
Don't remember. This is the Dragon Show in a nutshell. It's been a little while since we streamed, everyone. I'm sorry. That's my fault. I have a job and it does not like me.
Dude, let me tell you, I actually went on Twitter and into because my Discord is subscribers and Patreons and people who actually pay to like ask questions during the podcast streams and shit like that, right? And the other day I'm like, I barely streamed in June. I am so sorry. June was hell.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm trying to make sure that you don't come through on our microphones. Sounds. Sorry, everyone.
I think
You're coming through fine over here.
Well, I'm just, okay.
Don't forget, I've got the directional mics. These won't pick up. Yeah, they give
How
an extra little boost.
All right.
You code things. How did the fat guy who's lounging on his bed get it set up?
Boozy, that's like saying you do the court stuff. That's like not a thing. Like, you code things? Come on.
No.
Taka. I'm hacking the interwebs.
What I believe Boozy is referring to was a while ago, we had something called a Stream Deck. It was a 16-key platform that you just hit a button and it does a series of things, like a macro that it puts into your streaming system. And you could change the screens. Well, I didn't know about changing the screens, so I was working on editing a video and constantly rolling rolling a D20 over and over and over because I did not understand which screen I was on. Good news, I slayed the troll. Bad news, there hasn't been a cooking video in a bit.
Oh, well, it'll happen. It'll happen. You've been cooking up the sadness and the brain train. So you know,
sadness in the brain.
As an artist, that
they can see my
creates a
underwear.
better meal. Haven't you seen enough of your animes to where sadness makes a better artist? As apparently our chat has said. So your next meals are going to be amazing.
Oh my! And salty from the tears.
It's true. It's true.
How about that show?
Oh, hell yeah. And as a trans girl, I love more salty tears in the stuff.
And I love you staying off the topic of the show. Yeah. Well done.
Exactly. Anyway.
Oh my God. But I'm just wondering, because like, I'm assuming all of us hate watching ourselves perform.
Oh yeah.
How did you enjoy watching yourself perform?
I am not going to answer that.
You don't.
That
You
is
just block it out.
self-incrimination.
You don't enjoy watching yourself unless you're like Kanye West, and then you got a problem. So there you go. Do you want to be Kanye West? Really? Do you? I mean, I don't know. You're not well known.
I just have my favorite moments, and these are messages from Alkali while Three-Headed Monster was live. I do not like me.
Alkaline in a nutshell.
Get the absinthe. I'm kind of crying.
Oh my God! What the hell?
It's fucking over.
That's why I'm trying to get this guy to a fucking therapist. Jesus Christ!
I love you too.
Shut up.
I just love your solution to I hate watching myself perform was let me chase the green fairy.
I do love green fairies. Truly.
Green therapy.
Oh.
Green fairies. Ferret's therapist. Oh hi, green
This
fairy.
dog. Let me tell you. This dog is 13 years old. He has 3 legs. He is a dipshit. He has started. He cannot get down the stairs on his own easily. There is a dog bed downstairs. There is a couch downstairs. There's a recliner he's allowed to be on downstairs. There is food downstairs. There is everything this dog needs, including access to the outside. This dipshit will wait until everyone's upstairs and then come up the stairs. Lay in our room, after we've been around him all day, lay in our room and then whine because he wants to go downstairs and can't. But when you walk over to take him downstairs, you know what he does? He lays down. If you have my spouse is tiny. Like we have to have safety gear when we have sex to make sure I don't slip and crush them. It's a thing.
Oh my
like
God.
on our honeymoon, they climbed my ass like a Swiss Alp mountain climber, planted a flag in my butt crack and yodeled.
I can relate to that. Yeah.
Marriage.
My words.
I have watched my spouse pick this dog up and carry this dog down the stairs, and the dog weighs like half of what they do. Like and people are like, Boozy, why don't you do it? And I'm like, because I'm broken too. I can barely get down the stairs, much less get down the stairs while carrying a dog.
Dad.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. You ate last night. We'll fix you dinner.
Damn.
You just gave me some cookies.
He did not just give you cookies last night.
You think food is an everyday thing? Come on.
So the chat brings up, apparently, at the beginning of our set, a TVMA popped up on screen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, no shit. 10 minutes before our set was to air, I sent a message over to the AV crew, and I'm like, you have a content warning for our set, right? Because I've gotten angry messages in the past
Uh-oh.
on how they did not expect that on Anthrocon's main stage. And my opinion is, if you put me on a stage and tell me I'm doing comedy at night at the end of the programming day, I'm treating it like fucking Cinemax after 10 p.m. It's tits and ass and softcore porn with light jazz.
Oh shit!
I do appreciate you. You have no idea out there how funny it is that would show up before our show. One of every convention we go to, one of our panels does not get labeled properly as TVMA or adult paneling or what have you. And I believe you and I were performing together, Boozy. We were over on the coast. And the moment our show started, a member of Doorside just screamed, "I got it!" Turned around, walked outside, dragging their chair, and just sat down, making the show. And that's basically how this usually works.
I remember that. It's like because they're never labeled properly. I always open with, "Is there anyone under the age of 18 in the room?" And like one hand always goes up. I'm like, "Is your parent here with you?" And they point to their parent, and I'm like, "Whatever happens next is on you. The fact I'm asking should tell you everything you need to know about what is about to occur."
Nope. We had one. You were not there for this one. I did something very similar, as always. Anyone under 18 in the room? Me, we. Like, "Oh, is your parent with you?" They went, "Fuck them." I'm like, "Well, you're good. You already get our humor. You're fine. We're not going to teach you shit."
My favorite one was it actually, the con just closed. They just announced they're not going to be able to be held because of money issues stemming from COVID-19. They are doing a virtual con to try to offset the debt from the past years this year, but Camp Tiny Paws.
Oh, no.
And they brought me in one year as the guest of honor, and they're like, "Oh, it's a family-friendly con. You have kids." And I'm like, are you familiar with my work? Because I really feel you should not assume too much. John Wayne Gacy had children too. It's not it's not the stunning endorsement you are assuming.
Oh God.
Like there's no licensing for this. They don't make you take a test. They don't hand you a booklet to read. You don't have to get any certificates. They just let you fucking have them. Like, you can just make one. I can't even make whiskey in my basement. They will let me make someone who has the potential to destroy the world.
Oh.
Like, cooking meth is illegal. Cooking a dictator is not.
It's true. You can cook that shit up in your kitchen pretty good.
But, Dictator tots.
Dictator tots. Cooking with alcohol got weird. How to make a dictator?
So I go up there.
The bourgeoisie must become out of control. Sorry, go ahead.
Isn't that how
they had warned me beforehand? They were like, "It's a PG-13 panel." And once again, I looked at them and I'm like, "You are not familiar with what I do." But I behaved up until I got heated about something. I started dropping F-bombs. And then I stopped and I said, "Oh, no, are there any children in the room?" And everybody pointed at one table. And I looked at the table, and then I went, "Oh, those are my kids. They're used to this shit. We're good."
Very used to this shit. Because at one point, there was a pause in our show. Just a moment's silence. And earlier in the bit, we had created a cult.
We did.
And that cult had a ritual. Blood ritual. And as the moment of silence descended over the cloud, like a wet blanket, but it's welcome because the wetness is actually scotch, all you hear is a very young, very tiny, very loud voice. Blood ritual!
Yep. Wasn't that at AC?
That was at
AC. That was at Anthrocon.
Oh.
We have, great. The first time I went on the main stage at Anthrocon, they gave me a list of things I couldn't say. They're like, you have to keep it
jeez.
like this, and you have to keep it like that, and you can't do this. It's the main stage at Anthrocon. You can't do any of this. And in 2019, the bagel bit. And I remember Alkali graciously said, hey, we want you to be the third head of the three-headed dragon this year. I said, oh, I'd love to, yeah. And it was the first time I had done like a solid 20 to 30 minutes of stand-up like that, where it's not just rambling, it's a prepared bit, in a number of years. So I've got these bits, and I ran some by Alkali, and before, like the day before, we're at the hotel, and Alkali goes, oh, what's your bit like? Like, what's your routine like? And I said, oh, it's pretty good. It's got some stuff in it. I go through a few of the bits, but I intentionally did not tell you the bagel bit.
I noticed
because I knew you would stop me. And I had written a clean version of that bit, by the way, like a cleaner version of that bit.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I remember walking in 2019 Friday night. Kage's on stage doing story hour. I sit down beside you, and I lean over. I go, so what's the rating on this? And you look at me and you go, oh, he's already dropped a F-bomb. We're good. And I went, okay, and went in the back, got up there, and did the bagel fucking bit. And looked in the middle of it. If you watch the video of 2019, I looked two places. I looked down at the audience where I see people holding Kage into his chair. And then I look over to the side where I see Alkali standing there with the top hat doing this. I just remember coming. I came off stage up going, I'm never being invited back.
You made my weekend. That was wonderful. Oh, it was so much fun. I do love the Anthrocon stage is such a weird, wild ride. Because that thing is scary and big.
Dr. Quaxum came into the how is there a cleaner bagel routine? You can do it.
Slather him in mayonnaise and pretends there's nothing underneath.
Yeah, the Anthrocon main stage is terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Like, can you imagine being on that stage? You look out, there's like 3 people in the audience in that room.
Yeah. Yeah, I can. Oh man. We have to do the Anthrocon Tonight auditions. That is Cosmic and Rhubarb. And so many wonderful, wonderful people that help out with that. Demon and myself got conscripted a few years ago.
Conscripted.
To run this thing, and that's when I realized how big the stage was, because when I leave stage, in order to get set up for the next thing, I have to exit one side of the stage and then run back of house behind the stage to get over where they're going to give me the instructions for what's happening next, because I have the memory of a fucking goldfish, but now I'm exhausted, so it's Dragger's turn to go up there. And Dragger's a speedy little shit.
They sure are. Jesus fuck.
Oh, he got voluntold hard. That being said, it is one of my favorite things to do every year. I love the Anthrocon Tonight Show.
Also, I have an announcement real quick.
Oh.
Well, you know what I'm gonna announce?
I'm high, no.
Okay. This is about to get a little bit more risque stream. You know why?
Why?
Because we have a cuddle couch now. Look.
Oh.
This is a
you
fucking
got a
couch.
love seat?
This is a fucking couch.
We got a love seat.
So
we got.
Oh.
It's a fucking couch. It's amazing.
You all have a healthy relationship.
Shut up. Well, now the quality of audio is keeping us a safe distance from.
I gotta get myself one of those mic arms there. What type of mics are those that you all are using these days?
We've upgraded from the dildo mic. What are these?
I don't know.
I don't know brand. I don't know 9000.
9000. That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm still on the dildo mic, and I discovered the problem that you warned me about the dildo mics is like with how loud we get. Once every 2 years, you're going to have to replace the fucking mic.
Yep.
The Tyler Durden Dick Swivel. There.
The Tyler Durden Dick Swivel. Oh my god.
Tyler Durden.
Oh boy.
Tyler Durden Dick Swivel. That's what it's called now.
What? So,
Bleat.
yeah, that was fun.
Oh,
by the
shit,
way,
it's a
fun facts about the three-headed monster this year.
Yeah.
Number one, we were supposed to film at night.
Yep. That was the nicest thing they could have done. So there was a ton of movement happening right at the end, and right before, and I mean literally a week before we left for this thing, my job exploded, and I was basically unavailable for the entire week leading up to this. Well, I didn't read the schedule. We needed to drive back to Chicago immediately after being done, which would have been 11 o'clock on a 7-hour drive home with a time change, and then me going into work knowing that it was going to be a horrific day. So them moving it up was the nicest thing ever, and all they wanted to like, just do us a favor. We're trying to keep this day-night cycle going, so make fun of the fact that you suck. I'm like, yep, we got it. It's nighttime, baby.
Well then.
But fun fact too, all the people you saw walking through were actually walking through, and you couldn't see it, but there was a staircase down to the waterfront directly in front of us, like right behind the cameras we were facing. And as I was screaming about abortion, a guy was coming down the stairs. I started yelling about abortion. He stopped, looked around the corner, and visibly went, "Nope," and turned around and walked off.
That was amazing.
I love shit like that. I love shit like that.
Oh, okay.
That was a very fun trip. You can't just lay on me the whole time. You have to do the show.
I mean,
you have to do some of the show.
I can have my cake and eat it too.
Oh, dear God.
This is America.
This is something I didn't know until afterwards.
This is where you
Sweetie?
eat your shit cake.
Sweetie? They can't hear me. Apparently, you saw when it cut to Kage, you saw my spouse sitting beside Kage. And apparently, throughout the set at certain points, AV kept going over to Kage and going, "Can we air this? Do we need to cut Boozy's bits? Do we need to find shit to pad it? Can we put this out there?" And Kage kept apparently going back and forth between yes and no until finally he said, "Let me watch the rough cut first."
Oh my God.
I was telling them about how Kage was wavering until he saw the rough cut.
Yeah, he spit wine all over me. Out his nose.
Oh shit, we are so... I got you.
Yeah.
I gotta move us. Dude. Whoa. What have I done? Oh, that's the actual thing. I understand now. Now it looks like you're our child. It's really weird.
It looks like I'm your child?
Yes.
What the fuck's going on in your stream?
Par for the course, dude.
Okay, sorry.
Oh. That was fun. I enjoyed doing that. I enjoyed seeing you all. That was the bit of... You all don't understand. This group of motherfuckers here, get over here. This group of motherfuckers here, we're used to seeing each other like once a goddamn month at something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The last 2 years has been hell.
Yes, yes it has.
Dude, me and Pepper were talking about the same thing. Like, how do you go from doing what we were able to do to... Ah! Everyone's here!
Okay, it's a pile of furries. Hold on.
The answer was golf with friends.
Hey, buddy, if you're gonna be on camera, could you at least put a shirt on?
Oh my God. I need more Cokes.
Child.
No,
Child.
Hey, what?
Oh yeah, he sat here during the whole stream going, "It's you, Dad. It's you, Dad. It's you, Dad." Until finally I went, "Yes, it's me."
He figured it out.
Then he heard you all say Thomas the Trank Engine.
Oh no.
I love that so much.
Did you see the closed caption behind the scenes story? We had an organizing chat for everybody to communicate while we were in Pittsburgh filming. And we've kept it open. Like AV and all were all sitting there chatting. AV actually hand entered the captions like they were correcting the auto captioning to do the caption tracks. The other day, we got a screenshot from the AV discussion, and it was literally Thomas the Trank Engine. Auto captioning is wild, lol. Then there's a pause of a minute, then, oh, he actually said that.
Holy shit. That's amazing.
That's the way it is.
I love it. Oh my god.
I love our little Thomas the Trank Engine.
It was,
No crap.
you do,
Danny?
don't you? Okay.
I gotta know, do you have a Furby issue anymore?
Yes. Always. It's like the thing that it's the gift that keeps on. What's the opposite of giving?
If we're ever fighting, I just hide them around the house.
Negative giving. Whatever that.
That's taking.
Oh,
What
shit,
you are
that's
describing
harassment.
has a
Fuck.
word. The word is taking.
Nope, from this point forward, it is negative giving.
Negative
Negative
giving.
giving. It's basically.
I'm gonna negative give you $250 for your
It's John
utility bill.
Cusack with the boombox outside your window. Except that the
Slippery,
fucking
thank you
Furby.
so much.
Oh,
Taking your sanity,
Oh
basically.
shit!
what happened?
Oh, I just for somebody went to boozybadger.com and slid a tip into the bank account. And it's been so long since that's happened that I forgot what the alert was for that. It's a badger riding an eggplant with an anime voice screaming, "Oh, I'm going to come, my big penis." And that just flashed across the screen for everybody watching. And there's a lot of first-time viewers in the chat tonight.
Oh, good.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the show, kids.
Well, welcome to a Boozy stream, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It is weird. I kind of enjoy hearing people's like first time stories to finding one of our shows because I'm always expecting it's like, oh, I joined the fandom, we saw you somewhere, and then this happened. It never starts like that. I was like, so there I was driving with my friends and they were listening to podcasts and then we almost died. I'm like, oh, from our show? No, it was totally unrelated. So we're walking through the desert and in the middle we see a mirage and it is what?
Thank you, Quox, for triggering the alert for the new people that has me saying, "Oh yeah, rub those bits all over my face." Slippery Stallion saying, "I'm still asking for a $666.66 jump scare. I will set one up for you, motherfucker." I'm just letting you know. Don't threaten me with money.
Hey y'all, like and subscribe. We were trying to do more stuff. We will say that.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt
we've
to
been
play
doing
City Skylines because sometimes I veg out and get high at night and play City Skylines. And I could yell about communism for a bit.
Oh yeah. And I've been
Speaking
busy
of
in
yelling
having
about
existential
communism,
crises as well, so it's been fun.
Zanny, you have a podcast where you yell about communism.
Yeah.
We do. It's healthy and good for you. No, it's good. It's called Last Minute Politics. If you are on our side of the fence, which you probably are, if you're furry, probably, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm assuming too much, but
if you watched our rants on Three-Headed Monster Night and said, "I want more of those guys," you're definitely on this side of the fence.
if you think someone doesn't deserve to starve in the street for no reason whatsoever, you might enjoy our podcast. Listen to Last Minute Politics. That's fine.
I like the qualification. If you don't think people deserve to starve for no reason, like, what's the reason? No, hold on.
Whoa,
What's the reason that would
exactly.
justify
People
it?
would be like, "Wait a minute, I can think of reasons." Okay, exactly. Your show's not for us. You're good. You get it? You're like, no, yeah.
Hey, I'm not letting them starve for no reason.
Yeah.
I have reasons.
There are reasons.
I really wanted that cow so that someone could marry. Christianity is breaking down. Okay, I'm done.
Anyway.
Save that cow. It's Mrs. O'Leary's cow, a national cow.
So look for Thomas the Trank Engine on the Boozy on the Boozy gift shop.
I'm gonna have to hire an artist now to make an animation of a trank engine just chugging across the screen.
Ooh, can the
Chugga 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 snooze snooze. It's Thomas the Trank Engine.
the tines underneath the track, can they just be needles, empty hypodermics?
He's
either put on clothing or get off camera.
Oh,
Daddy's got no problem with you being on stream. Daddy has a problem with you being on stream in your diaper.
Oh, my teddy pill.
Alexa,
oh,
stop.
thank you. We got a thing. I don't know what it was. Dang it, I gotta fix that.
Thank you
by
so
the way,
much.
Either put on clothing or get off camera. That's something that we heard a lot while filming.
Dear Lord. Oh, thank you, Toast. Toast became a patron. Thank you so much, Toast. Holy shit.
Thank you, Toast.
Yes, you can be a patron of ours if you feel like it.
This is what I love.
I gotta take my titty pills. Holy shit.
We've got dueling
right
streams going on right now. We're like, let's talk over each other's patron notifications. Quick, motherfuckers, beat them. It's a competition, like everything in life.
Like everything. Oh, you had parents.
We're friends, but the one with the lowest number of patrons and tips and donations at the end of the stream, well, we found the reason they get to starve in the street. Dance, monkeys, dance!
So we have Spyro and Prog Rock. These are the pills I have to take right now.
Spyro and Prog Rock.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
like Prog Rock is progesterone, so you hear Rush in your head and you gotta rush a booba. That's how that works.
I
Do
love
we
you
have
so
any
much.
live panels on Maine?
Tom
I
Sawyer.
do not. Everything that I had for Anthrocon was recorded when we were out in Pittsburgh. I don't know about you all.
No, Maine is, I believe, the only thing used for Maine is pre-recorded. That's that's the stuff with all the extra production value. That's why it's on Maine. So I don't think anything on Maine is going to be live. That is what these side rooms are for.
Yeah, I know. Alkali and I both appear on Weird Professionals, which is tomorrow morning in Maine.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that one, actually.
And then tomorrow night is the Dragon Show.
That was a blast. Oh, that was a blast. We will be having QM and Sue Deer on the Dragon Show.
And Pepper Coyote.
Oh, thank you. And Pepper Coyote and Boozy, and it's just not okay. Just none of it is okay.
How could you forget Commie Joker?
Oh, my
Right
God.
over there,
Oh, my
fucking
no.
Pepper just
All
going.
I can think of is the picture that you guys sent me.
What,
Me and Sue.
anybody know what time is it? 9 o'clock tomorrow Central? I
I
forget.
think.
10 o'clock.
No, it wouldn't be. It
Eastern?
wouldn't be like 9 Central. That'd
Oh,
be
it might
10
even be
Eastern.
10. It's something like that. We'll look it up. I'm sorry. What were you saying, hon? ADD.
I love Pepper's new look.
Oh, it's great. It fits him
great.
very well.
Like I saw Pepper with the wild hair and the fucking Hawaiian shirt, and I'm like, that's a man who lives in an Airstream trailer in the desert and eats peyote.
We're friends.
It's like a Karl Marx that likes to party.
That's somebody who's out there like Jeff Bezos is tracking you. Eat this salamander.
All right, found it.
Bezos is trafficking you. Got it. Wait. All right. Anyway.
It was a fun panel. I
hell
enjoyed
yeah.
doing it.
That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this is the first time we tried this format. I love that we got to bounce off each other with material.
Yeah,
Very much so.
I really to let you know that was like the first run of that for it, because you all came up to me and said we want to try something different.
So
And And I like the way that worked.
Oh, we really like. So the original plan, and it just couldn't happen because of the location. You know how some people like impulse buy and they end up with like, oh look, I got I don't know what normal people impulse buy. I only do kitchen utensils and a full pop-up bar. It is a bar on wheels. It looks like a body bag that I could fit in, and we want the new format for Three-Headed Monster to be 2 performers sitting in front of the bar sideways, obviously facing the audience, 45-degree angle, and 1 person behind the bar. And by the way, it's a real goddamn bar, so we're just gonna get verstuckered on stage for an hour and a half next time and do that same format. Sound good?
Vishnuckered. I like the word vishnuckered.
Verstuckered.
Oh, we're a little.
I
bit
love it
off,
so much.
as usual.
Who is that? Panamuya Blue. Just came, the sheer publicness of that panel was amazing. The people passing by were great. It was even better when we were recording throughout the weekend, when people would ride their bikes right through the center of AV and take a small turn.
Oh my god, that was my favorite. Oh
God, that was so great.
no, I will remember. I'll never forget the one turning around during your abortion bit. Like, oh, here comes the jogger.
No,
Oh,
turning around
there
was
goes
good.
the jogger. There goes the jogger.
His head popping back in for a second to make sure he heard what he thought he heard was magnificent. I loved that.
Oh.
What I loved was the
really
boats
quick,
in the
Boozy, I do have
background.
the time.
Yeah.
So it is tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern is But I'm a Professional on Main. And after that, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern is Uncle Kage's Story Hour, also Main. And then we are back on again, all of us, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern for the Dragon Show Presents. That will be all of us. And it is... It is wild.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be so much fun.
Let me ask, what was your favorite off-camera moment during that weekend?
Oh, wow.
Honestly, one of my favorites was seeing the Pride Parade because that was out of nowhere. And it was just like, we're going out to breakfast. Oh, look, a Pride Parade.
Yeah.
Of a major city. That's not something you see every day. So it was like freaking awesome. Like right down the street.
No, that was kind of amazing.
We got to see the front of it.
There is a place in Pittsburgh near the Anthrocon Hotel now, and all they serve is meatballs.
I didn't
Oh,
get
they
to go
serve.
there.
Giant, you could have.
Yeah.
You could have, because we were walking to it and Alkali popped out of a bar and yelled, "Guys, drinks!" And I turned around and yelled, "Alkali, meatballs!" And he yelled, "Fair enough," and walked back into the bar.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Actually, that bar is probably the moment that I laughed the hardest that weekend, but I had to hold it together because myself and Kage were doing something semi-official. And we had to check on a thing. A establishment changed hands, and we were curious as to an event that normally happens during Anthrocon. We wanted to make sure that would continue to happen. And we talked to the maitre d' of that bar, and the maitre d' did not give a fuck. Oh, he was so angry that he was working that day. He did not like that we were making eye contact with him. It was not a good experience. And then I heard, like, the floors were marble, so it sounded like in a museum, because this was the middle of the day in Pittsburgh. There wasn't a ton of people there. There were like 3 people in the bar. So you heard that museum walk from the fast woman in high heels. Click, 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 click. And here comes the manager who recognized Kage. And absolutely, what's up?
There you go.
Yeah.
And absolutely knew what was going on, came over there and broke everything apart. It's like, oh, hello, Sam. It's so good to see you again. And everything went smoothly as she literally got between us and the douchebag at the door. And it took everything not to die laughing. It was horrific. Oh, I loved it.
I
you gotta
love
fuck with the green screen. If you breathe out the camera, that makes a fun thing happen.
Oh, okay.
So
the last night we were there, Anthrocon took everybody to dinner. The AV crew worked their ass. They were there for a solid week filming for this. So the AV crew and performers that were still there, Anthrocon took us to dinner. And the place we were at had those large windows that open. So they had the windows up and all this. And as we're eating dinner, we see two people walk by carrying fursuit pieces. They'd obviously been at Pride that day. And the whole table just yells out, "Furries!" And we start clapping as they're walking, and they look and they wave. And Kage's sitting at the end of the table wearing his lab coat, because fucking of course. And there's a pause, and then you see them come back in and walk up and go, "Excuse me, are you Uncle Kage?" And he takes pictures and then invites them to sit and eat with us. It was wonderful.
Nice.
It was great.
I
One of
love
them
that,
looked
man.
at me. What I loved as well was like, "Oh, you're Boozy. I follow you on Twitter." And I'm like, "I am so sorry. I want to apologize for everything I subjected you to over the years. But talk to the man in the lab coat. He's got the credit card."
Oh, it always comes down to that, doesn't it?
So
Man with the credit card is.
Well, I'm dangerous. Like I've been looking at getting an Xbox X for streaming because soon it's going to be. I'm gonna have to have one, right?
right.
And they were in stock while QM was out of town. And I sent QM a message. I said, there's a 0 interest line of credit, and I can get an Xbox X right now, and it's only got to be $37 a month for 2 years. And QM is like, "Well, you can get it if you want." I showed such self-restraint. I did not buy it. I am happy with myself.
Aw, that is
But
so
now
nice.
I'm sitting here and reconsidering my options.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I use my powers of finance for pure evil. When I was running First Squared Finance, I obviously had to file the taxes every time. And that caused me to look up a lot of info on tax law, and I came across an amazing factoid. And that is that since the corporation that owns First Squared has a mascot, it is in the charter. B, fursuits are amazingly cute. And C, a fursuit can be a representation of a con and therefore tax deductible. I figured out tax deductible fursuits.
I once got a fursuit classified as a business exemption for bankruptcy purposes.
I will have your child.
Somebody come in, they had a fursuit, and we're going through. In fact, it was so cute watching them try to explain a fursuit to me. And I'm like, "Dude, I know." But I'd asked them. I'm like, "How much?" They told me how much they paid for it, and I'm thinking, reselling it's got to be worth this or that, and it's got to exceed your exemption amount. So finally, I said, "Do you make any money with it?" And they said, "Well, I stream with it." And I said, "Do you make over X amount?" And they said, "Yeah." And I said, "That's a business exemption."
Tax law is amazing.
This was bankruptcy law.
Every law.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So another fun fact. Boozy, as you were going to town with the abortion bit, is right when we crossed over 666 viewers on Anthrocon TV.
God. Yeah, that's right.
That made me laugh.
How did the number go down after that?
Yeah, but it went all over the place. But I mean,
Like
We
they
don't
logged
sugarcoat
in.
shit.
They logged in abortion. Well, that's enough.
Oh. Dear.
That's okay. Don't forget, you were at the table with us at the first anthrocon that we ever dealt at.
Oh, God.
Remember this? You were sitting there, and the little old woman turned over our CD and saw that the first track on it was placenta soup and said, "Oh my," and put it down. But I'll never forget, she reached the end of the aisle and looked back, like, longingly. So either she truly wants to experience some really goofball, weird, surrealist comedy, or B, she's like my mom in Polish and knows how to make a dish out of anything. So yeah, placenta soup was like a challenge. And somewhere out there, a cookbook's coming.
Hey,
What I loved about that,
she's
do
the
you
real
remember
life
how,
Miss Maisel. She knows how to live, and she's finding some shit she's never seen before. She's like, furries, I'll take this CD, and she just fucking goes. So
Love it.
do you remember how we got that table?
I know something happened, but I'm... No.
You and I, it was in the morning. You and I were in the green room at AC. The green room at AC actually contacts the main stage performers, and they're like, what would you like in the green room? And it's not like, I want a bowl of brown M&Ms. But what they're asking is like, what drinks would you like in the green room? Like, they got to me, and I'm like, just some whiskey, and get me a bourbon and a 12-pack of Coke, and I'm good. And Alkali's got tequila in there. So it's like 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m. We're awake. We got a whole day ahead of us, so we're going to go to the green room and drink our breakfast, as all good comedians do.
You're revealing the magic, Boozy. This is...
So we walked into the green room, and I was using the bathroom in there, and they tweeted out, "We have tables available in the dealer's den," and I yelled from the toilet, "Alkali, there's tables available in the dealer's den." So we ran to the dealer's den, found out there were no half tables. There were no full tables. They did have quarter tables, though. So we split the table fee. That was the first time I was selling merch.
Yep.
We split the table fee, and we each had an eighth of a table.
Oh,
And
wow.
then
Dude.
we were told afterwards by Uncle Kage that the dealer's den had gotten complaints about us.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were too loud.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if we were going to have a table again, we were going to be required to be against one of the walls.
Well, okay. No, it's this one's fault. We get over there, and basically because you and me won't shut up, we start riffing,
Come on. If
which
you wanna
causes
talk,
you to start riffing, and the entire thing became a stupid improv contest when the kid wanted a shot glass from you, but only we had shot glasses, so we gave ourselves 5 minutes to draw on one of my shots, which you had to pay for, which he had to watch. Dude, we did a whole bit for like 10 minutes at the top of our lungs and gave this kid the greatest story with the shittiest shot glass.
The best one for me, though, was the next year when we had the table against the wall, and some kid came over, and I guess he thought this will make them wonder, because he pulled out a watermelon and a Sharpie and said, "Will you sign my watermelon?" And we, without missing a beat, yes. Would you like a picture?
Let's see. Do I have to turn down the Boozy? Is that usually what we have to do?
Why? Oh, are we peeking?
I don't know. Someone said there's a volume thing, so I'm listening to the people's. Anyway, sorry, we're trying.
Oh no, they're referring to Dealer's Den.
I am so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. We have been smoking for like 4 hours.
Yeah,
it was the only way we could watch
up.
ourselves.
I understand.
I love somebody in my chat. Gunsmith just said, in Finland, we have a tram train that is a bar. They should have that in Chicago for you and Alkali to drink while the tram is driving. It would just be Alkali. I live in Philly.
I want to see the version of Mr. Rogers where the trolley comes out and brings out Malort. And then it's like, oh, look here, neighbor. He's like, ugh. It's like, life is terrible, neighbor. It's like, that's what Malort is here to teach us.
Like King Friday's just, we're going to go to the land of make-believe. King Friday. What's happened? I drank ass, Mr. Rogers.
All right. I have an idea. You said something a moment ago that sounded like Gilligan's Island, and we just finished up watching Day 1 of Anthrocon, so I think I know what needs to happen. We're going to film a very short sitcom of all of us, Pepper Coyote and Uncle Kage, on one of those drink barges that goes down the Allegheny in Pittsburgh. You remember that thing?
Yes.
Yeah. What if that got flushed out to sea in a freak hurricane and we had to survive on it for just a few days, but we do it for real? Like, let's just steal one and go to the deep ocean. You're a pilot of boats. Sea pilot.
We call them a
Actually,
captain.
no, that works because the
like
person,
pilot.
the officer in charge of navigation, actual navigation, not the vessel, but the navigating of the vessel, is a pilot.
Oh.
Nailed it.
The Wesley.
The Wesley. Oh, insulting.
I mean, it is. I didn't do it with love. No one calls you a Wesley as a compliment.
What was shitty was we were going to rent the tiki boat this year.
Yeah.
But they were booked up.
Damn it, Gray Foxen. That's true.
Pride booked all the tiki boats.
Yes, they did.
I
need tickets.
I missed. Oh, go ahead. Goodbye.
I'll miss you.
Yes. Don't flash the camera. Ah, you made the water happen.
I made the water happen.
Well.
You're out.
Oh, Zanny.
Here you go. Here they are.
Hi. Oh, I'm going to smoke all the weed when he's gone.
Yeah, you can.
Just do
Let's
it
find out how much
surreptitiously.
you can. I'm kidding. Oh, we got Mario Golf. It's really cool.
How is it?
It's cool. I feel like it's good for a golf game if you've played golf games, and you can play them at the same time. So you can do two for speed golf at the same time on the same.
Does Mario cheat on Princess Peach so she chases him out of the mansion and throws a golf club through the windshield of his Ford?
Oh hell yeah! I mean, it sounds like you got a story to tell, Boozy. Why don't you make this fan fiction happen?
That's what happened to Tiger Woods.
Oh Jesus Christ!
When he
Holy
got caught,
shit!
when he got caught cheating on his wife, she chased him out of the house with a golf club and threw it through the windshield of the car.
I hate to say it, like everyone's like whited the fuck up. Like everyone's got white clothing on. Like from spicy to mayonnaise, this is full mayonnaise of how white this clothing is. Like but it's nice looking. Like Bowser has full on Bowser Daddy golf clothes on, but it looks good on him. But it's fucking Bowser, so of course he makes it look good.
What are you doing, dog? I'm not
Anyway.
comfortable with you being that close to the cords of the computer, dog.
No, buddy, come on. No, you go in there. You stop peeing. Stop.
I'm gonna turn off the mic for a moment.
That's fine. Our sponsor is
Jeez, it's never a good idea when you have somebody in the
Rosebud
background
frozen
screaming,
peas.
"You stop peeing."
Oh. Alkali's peeing. Just think of that. No, don't. I'm high. I haven't even breathed the weed yet. I'm a bad weed smoker. Oh, Boozy has the mic off.
Yeah, I had my mic off because someone in the background was screaming, "No, you stop peeing, stop."
Yeah, you
So,
don't hear
yeah,
that every day.
Yeah. Good news. The dog is potty trained.
You stop peeing, stop.
Sometimes he has accidents.
Oh.
He's old.
I
We're like,
understand.
we sit here and we're like, we have a carpet cleaner that we run daily.
Usually if my cat did it, she did it on purpose because she's a bitch. She usually
But
didn't teach me a lesson. That's Mia.
He's so old that he doesn't even stand up until he needs to pee. And you've got like a 30-second fucking window to get him to the door, and then he can't hold it anymore. It has been a foregone conclusion that when he goes, we need to replace every carpet in this house.
That makes sense. Clean slate and all that. Yep. Here comes Alkali.
He always looks so guilty afterwards.
I mean, well, there you go. That's all you need.
So we are finally crossing something off my bucket list. I had my backyard ripped out recently. The back trees, you remember them, Boozy, when you were here?
Yeah.
Well, the fence, those back trees, that's all gone. The only thing still there is the apple tree. That means my backyard is naked, and I am a little screwed up right now. And I almost forgot that, and I almost pissed on a tree with just a whole apartment level. Oh, fuck. So I'm not going outside anymore for a while.
Like, you see, that's why you got to live, like, in an area where, like I live, there's no streetlights. I go out my back door, and I can piss in the yard, and nobody will see me.
Oh, that sounds like heaven.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, it is until the basement door falls off.
I like being near a hospital, honestly. It's kind of nice having that, when you have weird health conditions in your past. So.
Well, yeah, Alkali, speaking of hospitals, you know how I told you I would plot out a route to the hospital near Basement Con's undisclosed location?
Yes, I am very aware of that. That's in the notes. You can't go against the notes. Yeah. You're not going against the notes, are you? The notes.
I haven't done it yet. But I'd like to let you know that if we have access to an ATV, we can probably get to the nearest farmhouse to call 911.
Wow.
Oh my god. We run the dangerous con.
You do have to figure that one out. Make a drink called the 621.
Ooh, I would love to make a drink.
Like figure out the parts of that,
The 621?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, honestly, I'd want to keep it super simple, so we'll make it a little weird. The 6 goes 6 ounces of tequila.
Ooh.
2, and I don't mean like any tequila, really good tequila. 2, I think you mix a pure lime syrup.
Okay.
Down the side of the glass, rest on the bottom, and the 1 is 1 shot of absinthe, pour it on top, light it on fire. That's a fire hazard, 621.
Oh my, I mean, that makes sense because that makes fire alarms go. So
super quick.
Cons.
For everyone out there, if you ever light a drink on fire during the daytime, know that fire is alcohol burning and is invisible unless you have the lights off. So don't be a moron. I remember that night.
I actually got a rule set in the bar that they would no longer do flaming shots.
Wow. Really? Yeah?
What did you do, and how much did it cost?
Well, I dropped the shot for a flaming Dr. Pepper, as you're supposed to. I had my mug of beer right there, but my hand-eye coordination, because I've been drinking all night, was a little off. And I set the bar on fire.
Wow.
Perfect. That story went exactly where it should have.
And then the next time I walked in, and I said I would like a flaming Dr. Pepper, they said absolutely fucking not.
I could never.
And then I argued with them because the guy down the bar got a flaming Dr. Pepper, but they didn't trust me with the flaming Dr. Pepper. And the end result was I fucked it up for everyone because the owner was there that night. He's like, fine, no more flaming shots. And I can't go back to that bar.
Oh.
Because the next time he'd have a flaming shot.
I couldn't play basketball at that establishment. That's my whole arsenal, flaming shots.
The best thing was...
Oh my God.
It was a gay bar. It's closed now, but it was a gay bar. And when the owner said no more flaming shots, my response was to yell at the top of my lungs, "Oh, so now we're banning things that are flaming."
Yeah, you get it.
Oh my God.
I was told to go home that night.
I think Shukin might have asked in the chat, or someone asked, it already scrolled off, if I was the idiot who tried to drink the flaming shot, and no, I was not. It was my friend L. The worst I have ever been burnt was at Nero. Ooh, we got something.
Oh, we got something. I don't know. Yay, mysteries. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It happens. Whoever just did something, thank you so much. We tried to log into a window and it didn't work, and we thought it was more important to stream. We're so sorry. We will get this fixed.
Yeah.
Well, I was actually playing. I was not running. I was playing my character, just playing the game as Mendeleev, and we had summoned 2 liches into town, and I basically was the one doing the ritual to lock them from rifting away, and to finish it off, I was throwing a charge. It was flash powder with a piece of flash cotton charge wrapped up in flash paper. And I had a sparker in my hand, and I was palming that for the hour that it took to do the ritual. What I did not know is there is a chemical in flash paper that turns into a slight sticky substance when it gets warm and moist. So when I went to release, my charge was just a little electric charge in my hand. It was basically just a little buzzer from your car, where you used to light cigarettes. Right. I fucking hit it. It stuck to the inside of my thumb, blew the skin up and around. Oh. And since that day, Boozy, I have known where hospitals are in comparison to where I am. So look up where the hospital is.
Well, I know where the hospital is. It's just like 30 minutes away. We're fucked no matter what.
So was this one. Actually, that was the worst part, is we had a little bit of painkillers at the campsite, but after about, 10 minutes in the car, the shock wore off. Holy shit. Like, I still have a bit of nerve damage in my thumb. It is ridiculous.
Ow. That's painful.
What are you doing, Trey?
Uh-oh.
What?
I thought he was just sitting before.
What are you trying? Oh, you're trying to do
I'm trying to do the thing.
I understand.
Defense. I got it. Okay, here we go. I did it.
You did it. You're
Sorry.
amazing. Thank you, Mr. Fast Zombie.
Sue's never got to let alone the time the dog stealth
everyone who
during
did
the
things.
stream.
What? Sorry.
Just Sue Deer, I asked the dog what he's doing, and Sue Deer said pooping. Sue is never going to forget the time the dog stealth pooped on a stream.
Oh my God.
We have a couch now that folds down into a bed, and it's not a futon. It's a real couch. It folds down to like a full-size mattress. It's actually really comfortable. But the dog, I had it down one night, and everything was upstairs. I forget why. I was doing something. I said, I'm going to stream tonight, too. I think we've been setting up the VR for the first time, and I wanted upstairs to make sure we could get everything working. But anyways, the dog in the middle of the stream jumps up on the couch and lays behind me. Not an abnormal thing, right? And he's laying there for like a minute and a half, and then he gets down from the couch, and I go, oh, do you need to go out, buddy? And the kids take him out, and he comes back in, and he won't get back on the couch. And then I turn around, and I go, what's that smell? And on stream yelled, did you poop on the couch?
Oh my God.
The dog jumped up on the couch, laid down. I don't even think it was intentional. I think it was like the old man at Walmart who's walking the aisles and he poops himself and just shakes the turd out of his pants leg and keeps walking. Because, like, if he could have made it to the bathroom, he would have. But it just wasn't fucking happening.
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
And the sad thing is, like, we joke in the house, we're like, when you're gone, we're going to have carpets that smell nice. Yes, we are. But, like, we had our old cat die of this year. She was old. She was old, and she had always been sick.
Happy to get new
and then we got a kitten, and the kitten had a fucking stroke.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And like I walked in and QM says, well, you know, Trey's getting old. And I walked in and I got down on the floor and I picked up his little puppy head between my two hands. This dog that has been my companion since he was less than a year old. We have pictures of the three-legged dipshit who just latched onto me, laying on a couch with me, jump up and fall asleep on top of me when I was sleeping on the couch. And I picked him up and I looked him dead in the eyes and I said, if you were planning on going this year, the cat took your ticket.
Oh my God.
Oh
man.
After the kid went, I came home, I got down his level, I lifted up his little head and I said, don't you fucking dare, and went upstairs.
Good Lord.
So when I was early 20s and on the trading floor, back when I was actually like running on the grain floor, there was a very old man literally still on the trading floor using one of those 4-post walkers with the tennis balls on the bottom because he's too weak to lift it off the ground. So he kind of has to slide like a death ice skate, just slide forward, shuffle forward, slide. It's just horrific. So here's this gentleman, and it wasn't me, but it was the youngest girl at our desk. I think she was about 18 years old, comes running over and screaming, and she just looks sick. She said that she's standing at the water fountain, and what she sees is that old man shuffling away from the water fountain after having poured a water bottle into the fountain. Another woman coming up to the water fountain, bending over to take a drink. That woman vomiting into the water fountain, like totally losing it and just spewing into said water fountain. And the old man turning around painfully slow and screaming, "Fuck off, bitch," and then shuffling away.
Oh my God.
He had urinated into a water bottle and poured it into the... So the next day when they removed him from the floor, by the way, that was a full 6-hour day that no one really knew what to do. So they just turned off his card and just didn't tell him why. Because that's how they deal with rich pieces of shit there.
I mean, I don't think there's a procedure for elderly man empties his piss bottle in the water fountain.
Oh, dude, it was ridiculous. That man and did nothing. We had no idea what his job was on that floor, but he refused to leave. And then he got an assistant one day. He wasn't even gone forever. He was back a week later. It was paid suspension, but they sent him home, but that took him a whole week to do because he shuffled.
I can respect that. The guy knows what he wants. He wants a piss bottle.
Loves his piss bottle.
When I had my car accident, I broke my hip, and I was ordered to bed rest. The doctor was like, you can stand up once every 3 hours for 2 minutes to make sure you don't get blood clots, but you have to have the walker and this, that. But I couldn't do stairs. I couldn't do any of that. So I was downstairs. The problem is our house is old. And when they added bathrooms to these houses, they added them in a way that they could easily access the sewer. So our bathroom is on the second floor of the house. Only bathroom we have. So I had to get the poop chair.
Poop chair.
And I described it to people, and people were like, oh, it was a camping toilet or this. I'm like, no. It was a chair with a bucket under it. I spent a month using the bathroom in a bucket by the couch.
Oh.
The problem with this, we had little disposable bags that we'd put in the poop chair for some things. But other times, because it was a plastic bucket, you just used it. And the kids, because QM was working at that point, because I wasn't getting paid. Law is a vicious fucking business. With firms, if you're not in the office, you're not getting fucking paid. So I was at home, and I was on horrible painkillers. I mean, like they were great painkillers, but I was on a horrible amount of them. So the office like, yeah, the office like, oh, we can pay you for hours you bill from home. And I'm like, I don't think you understand the amount of painkillers I'm on. You do not want me working on people's files right now. So QM would leave for work in the morning. And Alkali, you know this, you've been on painkillers. Opiates dehydrate you.
Oh my God.
So QM would leave for work in the morning. I, mean, I would have 2 giant, excuse me.
You're like, Alkali, the resident druggie. As you know, opiates very much dehydrate you, and Alkali is just like, oh.
I had a past.
But I would have these 2 pitchers of water and
there you go,
what I was calling the poop chair right beside me. And throughout the day, I'd have to use the restroom. Well, when people got home, the first thing I'd be like, empty the bucket. Empty the fucking bucket. Why? Because I've been sitting a foot away from a bucket of my own pee all day long.
Oh.
Years later, like a couple weeks ago, the kids and I are sitting here talking. You know what my children remember from that time period? They remember emptying the pee bucket.
Oh man, that psychiatrist is going to be rich.
You know,
oh, it's great. The partner of my firm and I got into an argument like months later, and I brought up the fact that for over a month I wasn't getting paid because I was home on bed rest. Right?
you know,
the partner said something, and my response was very simply, you didn't pay me for a month and a half. And he said, well, you weren't billing. And I looked him dead in the eyes and went, I was shitting in a bucket.
Boozy, you know, as Chet has said, you know, everyone's like, oh, bad hard times make comedians, blah, blah. It's not that you have to, but it's just look, as you've proven, shitty situations just make it easier. As you've proven.
Fair.
Hey.
I like my
All right,
buckets.
guys, I'm gonna go eat. I haven't eaten.
What?
Yet tonight, and it's
Oh,
almost
we
midnight
understand,
here.
my friend.
Sustenance.
Alkali,
Yes, my friend.
me and you need to play Civ again.
Ooh.
I would love to play Civ with you, and I would love to do it
But-
too.
Well, you have well, and as well, but yes, and
Yes, and
Not,
you have something
That-
else you want to do too.
not
Oh.
even streaming. Not even streaming. Just hanging out and playing Civ.
I would really
yeah,
like
sure.
that. I miss that game so much, and I miss you so much, my friend. Oh, hey, everyone, subscribe to Boozy Badger. He is an unbelievable person. It was so nice to spend a weekend with you again.
Yeah, you just said he's an unbelievable person, implying I'm a good person. My sets were fake Santa, tranquilize my child, abortion, Holocaust Museum gift shop.
Ah!
I will never forget Holocaust Museum gift shop. What, dude, what a great, oh my God, what a great one. I'm so happy with you.
Holocaust
Oh my
Museum gift shop. It's like an 80s commercial that would be drawn during the cartoon in a really, really twisted era. in a twisted universe.
In a twisted
I don't know.
You want to hear real comedy and things that are funny? Go listen to the Dragon Show.
Oh, thank you.
These two have been ripping it apart for years. I love listening to them on car rides, which is always weird because like I get to a convention and I turn you off and then I walk inside and all of a sudden you're back on.
Oh.
Dude, you have no idea how weird it was to be trapped in this place during COVID, walk downstairs, and have to remember seeing the stack of them that we have. Holy fuck, we made a comedy CD with some really cool cover art. Like, I'm so happy that we got to do this, and we need to get a CD out with you as a part of it. We have to get some of
I'm
this
down.
weird stand-up.
Listen, I've been trying to talk you for years now into let's get an old RV and just fuck off our jobs across the country.
Oh,
Me, you, Zanny, QM, Chris the Comedy Bun, see if we can yank Pandez into it.
oh my God. This would be the greatest, most depressing road trip ever.
Oh my
Contact
God.
tiny bars along the way, be like, can we do a comedy night?
Sad across America.
All right, hear me. Sad Across America is the greatest name ever.
Thank you.
No, Benny's got you beat. Benny,
What?
the tragic school bus.
Oh.
That actually wins. That's fucking genius. All right.
What's wrong? I have a lot of trauma in my childhood. Let's go and get it, kids. In the magic trauma.
All right.
In the tragic school bus.
We perform all across the country, recording everyone, and we have a best of compilation. But the trick is, you as the audience is part of the game, because you got to figure out, were they drunk, stoned, on acid, or shrooms? And that's the game. And after everyone, we'll pause like in Charlie Brown, doing like little stills from it, like you stand. Okay, that looks shroomy. That's shroomy, right? That's really shroomy. But then you just stood there for your set for 10 minutes and stared into the camera. At the end, you said rosebud and then just walked off the stage.
I have to be clear. We don't actually tend to like get shit-faced or such on stage. A lot of what you see us do on stage is stage drinking. It's difficult to do comedy and to work a crowd when you're not in control of yourself. However, I don't know if I told you this because this happened at your convention in 2019.
Oh God!
No, 2020. This happened at your convention in 2020.
Oh God!
Somebody gave me a gumdrop. And it had been years since I had gumdrops.
Gumdrops.
So I ate 2 of the gumdrops.
2 of the gumdrops.
Gumdrops.
And then I said, oh shit, I have a panel. And it was a first time somebody running a panel. It was the first time this panel had been done. They would give you had a stack of books in front of you, like some furry books and then some furry porn books. And you had a prompt. It was like Cards Against Humanity books. And you flipped through the book as fast as you could to find a response to it. And Chris the Comedy Bum was on the panel with me. And Chris and I are sitting next to each other. And about halfway through, everything starts getting hilarious.
Yeah.
Like halfway through the intro, too. So Chris and I are sitting there, and I look at Chris, and Chris looks at me, and we make eye contact, and we're both going, oh, we are both in the same situation, aren't we?
I love it.
If you watch the recording of this panel, knowing that, a lot of shit makes sense. Yeah. But at one point, if you ever watch the recording of this panel, at one point in it, Chris and I will be talking, and she will say something to me, and I will break down laughing. And every 2-3 minutes after that, I will look over at Chris, going through the books, and start laughing again. The reason is, Chris looks at me, and she says, Boozy, I'm high and dyslexic. This is hard mode.
Oh.
So I cannot, just after that, because I was worthless. I was worthless.
I think I remember that because
I
remember Chris feeling like we go hard because, you know, we're like, we're going to do a tea break. And then at the end of the day, we're like, fuck it. Because, like, Alkali's like, nope, we're doing it. And we're at the end of the day. And then, you know, that's why we have a problem. This is
why I couldn't do what you guys do.
Anyway, the whole point is when we got to a con, we're like, oh, yeah, here, Chris, here. And then later it's like, Sandy, I'm so fucking high right now. I'm just laughing like, oh no, I forgot. People don't have tolerances like we do.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun. That's half my job, is having a higher tolerance than the person I am supposed to be babysitting that night.
Yes.
See, this is why I say I could not do stoner comedy, because when I have gumdrops, I have no judgment on what is funny and what is not. Everything's funny when I have gumdrops.
Oh yes.
Shit.
Oh yes.
Or you will connect bridges that you will make a joke and then you'll be like, I remember like, what the fuck are they talking about? And so there's always that. That's
but
funny.
sometimes 10 minutes later they go, oh, because they're all so high.
I mean, yeah. That's kind of my
But
humor in a
that
nutshell
just
as well,
that one line. To this day, I will be sitting at my office reading something. I'll be reading a serious legal pleading, and in the back of my head, I will hear Chris the Comedy Bun's voice. Boozy, I'm high and dyslexic. This is hard mode.
Oh my god.
No one has lines like Chris. No one. I fucking love
Oh,
it.
Chris is wonderful. Chris's act is great.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Chris is one dark bun. That is a dark
What's
bun.
the
I
weird-
love it.
One of the weird, we had so many fucking running jokes. One of the weird ones is basically the idea of, I don't know, Weekend at Bernie's became a thing.
Weekend at Bernie's was a big thing because
And so we
we can
reference it.
make a third. We can make a third Weekend at Bernie's. We just need a reason
okay.
for the corpse to come back.
The idea is we were referencing how dark it was and how fucked up a movie that was.
I
And
just
so
wait-
what happened was when I mentioned something tragic, like, yeah, my eyesight has really ruined my career, and then Chris would just be like, Weekend.
The whole night, they just keep saying worse and worse things happening. Like, ozone layer's totally depleted. We've got like 2 hours. Weekend.
You
good.
mentioned Weekend at Bernie's, and I got to tell you that because I know I haven't told you this.
Well, yeah.
When Weekend at Bernie's 2 came out, they'd opened a theater in our area that we were all going to, and me and a friend were trying to decide what movie to go see. And we're like, when you're like, kids back in the day, we used to ask our parents to take us to movies, and then we'd have to choose the movie start time and tell our parents how long the movie ran till, and then they'd come get us after that. So we're trying to figure out what movie to go to, and we decided Weekend at Bernie's 2. But we get there, and my buddy's like, I really don't, Weekend at Bernie's 1, I don't want to see 2. I didn't think 1 was that interesting. How are they going to do 2? And I'm like, it's a dead body. What do you expect it to do? Get up and fucking dance? There's only so many jokes they can do, right? So we sit down, and like 10 minutes in the movie, what does the fucking corpse start doing?
Dance.
He gets up and dances!
Yes.
Love that movie.
Don't you love that? I had a magic moment like that too. So a friend and I were watching we were watching SWAT, and we're like, wow, this is pretty much the most formulaic cop movie I've ever seen so far. That's just, wow, this is amazing. And then Samuel L. Jackson is the wily veteran, right? And so he splits away from the rookie, and he gives an all-knowing look. I'm like, he's gonna clothesline that guy around the corner. And so, like, a minute and a half passes. Samuel L. Jackson pops out of nowhere and clotheslines this fucker around the corner. I'm like, what? I called it. Oh my god! I couldn't believe it happened. We were so happy. We were so happy.
It's
that
all we
exactly
want.
happened. We were so happy.
It is all, you have no idea. Watching Fargo with the two of us is like watching somebody trying to do a crossword puzzle that it's actually a Sudoku. We're just throwing shit out there. Oh my God. We are the worst with, what was season 2? I have to stop right there. I was about to spoil something, so I'll just stop. Actually, that's a good point to stop at, I think.
Yeah. Guys, I've got to say good night. I'm going to eat something. I guess we'll be joining you all tomorrow for the panels as well.
Yep.
Yes.
Hold on. I might still have it up on my screen. We can do that one more time. I do. All right. Tomorrow we have convention history is. Yep.
At 4. Hi, QM. Hi.
There it is. 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, but I'm a professional. 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern is Pepper Coyote. 6 Central, 7 Eastern, Uncle Kage's Story Hour. And finally, 8 Central, 9 Eastern, we have The Dragon Show presents the Monkey Knife Fights of Anthrocon. It is wild. Oh, QM will be there, and I'm so excited to show the insanity.
Yeah. Good times, good times.
Go follow and listen to The Dragon Show.
Aw.
Go follow and listen to the Boozy Badger.
Yeah.
And the
You know,
QM.
I've got a podcast, Boozy's Legal Funhouse.
Ah, yes.
You've got a podcast.
Dragon Show and Last Minute Politics. And then 2 minutes. And then also tomorrow you can see how much a month has affected QM and I's stupid faces from HRT.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
So it's fun.
And the last thing, we will be trying to stream more, so if you can, please like and subscribe. It's a good way to get alerts from us. I will be streaming City Skylines soon. I'm all set for that. And during City Skylines, we will actually be talking about things having to do with city planning and the like. It's actually a major hobby of mine. It's fun. It's super, I think it's interesting. So we're going to do that.
Alkali is a city planner. Oh, then we heard stuff.
Meanwhile, over at twitch.tv, Boozy Badger, we're currently streaming Backbone, the Raccoon Detective game, and interspersing it with Whack Fuck, which is our name for Golf with Friends.
Yes.
And Red Dead Redemption 2 on my second playthrough of that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Thank you for the follow, Hammer Wolf. We really appreciate it.
Yes, Dr. Q.
Well, I'm going to go eat something.
It's always a plan.
That sounds wonderful, my friends. Thank you so much for streaming with us. I miss you.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, we miss you all so much. We'll see you soon.
Soon.
Thank you, everyone in the chat.
This is really fun.
We can't wait to see you at Anthrocon sometime or some other convention. Good night.
Take it easy. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't know what to click. You're going to have to click.
I do.